Hell's Heroes is a Western film, one of many adaptations of Peter B. Kyne's novel The Three Godfathers. Three outlaws, played by Charles Bickford, Raymond Hatton, and Fred Kohler, promise a dying woman they will save her newborn child. This film was the first sound film directed by William Wyler. Plot: four men, Bob Sangster, Barbwire, Gibbons, Wild Bill, Kearney, and Jose, robbed a bank in the town of New Jerusalem. Jose and the cashier is killed, while Barbwire is shot in the shoulder. The three outlaws escape the posse, fleeing into the desert. However, their horses die and they have little water. When they reach a waterhole, they are dismayed to find that not only is it dry, but there is a pregnant woman stranded there. She gives birth to a boy. Before she dies from her ordeal, she makes the three the child's godfathers and begs them to take him to his father, Frank Edwards, the cashier they murdered. Bob wants to abandon the boy, but the other two are determined to honor the woman's request. They start walking the 40 miles to New Jerusalem. Weakened by his wound, Barbwire eventually can go no further. He makes the others continue on without him, then shoots himself. That night, they stop to rest. When Bob wakes up the next morning, he finds Bill gone. A note explains he left to conserve the little remaining water. Bob goes on, discarding his belongings along the way, including finally the loot. At one point, he leaves the baby, but then picks him up again. His strength gives out just as he reaches a poisoned water hole. Then, he comes up with a plan. He drinks his fill, knowing that he will have about an hour before it kills him. He stumbles into New Jerusalem's church where the congregation is celebrating Christmas. Then, his task completed, he dies without uttering a word. Cast: Charles Bickford as Bob Sangster, Raymond Hatton as Tom Gibbons, Fred Kohler as Wild Bill Kearney, Fritzi Ridgway as Mrs. Frank Edwards, Joe De La Cruz as Jose, Walter James as Sheriff, Maria Alba as Carmelita, Buck Conchabas as Parson Jones. Production: the real western town of Bodie, California stood in for the fictional town of New Jerusalem. The production utilized much of the town's main street and included both exterior and interior footage of the Bodie Bank, which burned in 1932, and Methodist Church. The bank robbery sequence features an elaborate horse-drawn hearse which is still on display in the town's museum.